Putin has launched military operations in eastern Ukraine, warning that any country that will interfere in the conflict of dire consequences. And as Elizabeth Atieno now reports, the Ukrainian embassy in Nairobi has appealed to the international community to approve additional sanctions to stop Russia's aggression against Ukraine.
This is the current situation in Ukraine. Large explosions heard near major Ukraine cities. A number of Ukraine's airfields, along with the country's military headquarters and warehouses, have also been blown to ashes. A rare image of smoke billowing from the military airport in Ukraine has also been witnessed. All this is happening just moments after Russia's President Vladimir Putin launched military operations and a full-scale invasion in Ukraine, in a bid to demilitarize Ukraine, with over 70 military infrastructure and high-precision weapons being destroyed.
The combat spirit of Ukrainian military is high. Our defenders are ready to give a decisive response to the aggressor state and will protect the Ukrainian soil with all their strength.
Putin has sent a strong warning for any country planning to interfere in the ongoing operation.
Whoever tries to hinder us, and even more so to create threats to our country, to our people, should know that Russia's response will be immediate, and it will lead you to such consequences that you have never encountered in your history.
In pursuit of Putin's order, over 200,000 Russian troops and thousands of combat vehicles have since crossed Ukraine borders through north, south, east and the neighboring Belarus.
The Russian armed forces are launching attacks on peaceful Ukrainian cities from different directions, including from the territory of the temporarily occupied Donbas and Crimea, as well as from southeast region.
Warning sirens directing people to go into shelter blared across Ukraine's capital, which has a population of almost 40 million people. A heavy traffic snarl-up was witnessed in the city as citizens flee the city, with majority seeking shelter in the city's metro stations. Several neighboring countries like Moldova and Germany have begun operations to take in a large number of refugees.
The goal of the Russian offensive military operation is destroy the Ukrainian state, to seize by force Ukrainian territory, and to establish occupational control.
The country of Ukraine has urged many countries around the world to intervene by approving additional sanctions on Russia.
Today, Ukraine calls on the international community to take following actions: to implement devastating sanctions on Russia now, without any delay; to fully isolate Russia by all means in all formats; to provide Ukraine with weapons and equipment. We ask for financial and humanitarian assistance.
U.S. President Joe Biden has strongly condemned Russia for the invasion, where he said, and I quote, "President Putin has chosen a premeditated war that will bring a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering. Russia alone is responsible, and the United States and its allies and partners will respond in a united and decisive way. The world will hold Russia accountable." About 10 civilians are believed to have been killed, including 6 in an airstrike near the capital. A Ukrainian presidential advisor said that more than 40 soldiers had died and dozens more were wounded. Ukraine says it has killed 50 Russian troops and shot down 6 Russian aircraft.
This is a war. Ukraine will defend itself, and we will win.
Shockwaves are now spreading around the world, and only time will tell what will happen next. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47.